All right, good morning, everybody. Let's start with our toe lifts. So today we have our Tabatas, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 4 rounds. We have 2 exercises, and we're gonna have a little fun today. All right, heels up, right and left. So the first exercise is gonna be a lower body exercise. The second exercise is we're gonna do an isometric or a hold of that lower body exercise along with an upper body. Let's lift, march, and march. So you have the option to not do the isometric hold and to just do the upper body exercise. Good. 4, 3, hamstring curls, tricep press it back. So for example, our first circuit, we're gonna do squats. Second one, we're going to hold a squat and then we're gonna do bicep curls. 4, 3, back to our knees, lift and lift. So palms facing in, start to wake up the shoulders. Good. 4, 3, 2. All right, hamstring curls right here, pull and pull. Think about driving the elbows back. I'm telling you, I think she just likes the fan. Good. 4, 3, slow deadlift right in the center, hinge it forwards. Stand up nice and tall. We're gonna do sumo deadlifts today, which just means our legs are going to be a little bit wider. Good, hinge, down, 2, up, 2, 4 more, hinge it forward, stand tall. So think push the hips back and then a little bow. So we should feel this all in our hamstrings and our glutes, not in our back. Good, all the way up, slow squat, down, 2, lift, 2. So now our chest stays taller. We still hinge at the hips, but then we bend at the hips, knees, and ankles on the way down. Good, 4 more. So hinge, then sit. Good, break at the hips, chest is up, bend those knees. You choose how deep you go. Good, hinge, all the way up into the center. We're just gonna open and close right in the middle, kind of stretching out that chest. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna do our arm circles. We're gonna take both of them up and then we're going to come back around. It's okay if your arm circle is a little more out to the side, up and back, reach, circle it around. Good, 4 more. I still like to think thumb up, rotate pinky down, and then go in reverse. 1 more. Forward step right here, step and pull it back. Today we're just gonna focus on the lunge. I want you to think about stepping forward, dropping the back knee towards the floor. Forward. Good, down and lift. You are welcome to go slower than what I'm doing. Here's 4, 3, 2, side lunge, step it out, hold it in place. Just a little side to side. Good, 4, 3, 2, good, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So a little bit of lower spine, upper pelvis. Good, in, out, in, and out. So head stays above the heart, just a little arch and round. If you don't want to arch and round, you're gonna belly breathe. Good, in. Now I want you to find somewhere in the middle, we're going to open our book, close our book. So open and close. So if I turn, I'm still just doing a little hinge back, looking a little bit down towards the floor. Open and close. So open, close. Hips are steady. It's okay if you're open, it's just a little bit out to the side. Think about opening your shoulder back behind you. Last one. Good, we're gonna step it back into our plank. So hands down on the floor or the seat of a chair. We're just gonna step it back into a plank and we're just gonna hold it today. Nothing fancy. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to standing. You can step it forward, you can walk it back, whatever feels better. Heel stomp, so stomp and stomp. Good, 8. Here's 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink. We're gonna get ready to start our workout. We have 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds rest, and then we're gonna do 20 seconds of a squat hold with bicep curls. If you don't wanna do the hold, that's okay too, or you can kind of mix it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of dumbbells, 20 seconds of squats, 3, 2, and 1. So just nice basic squats, nothing fancy. We're just gonna sit and then stand. So down and lift. Sorry, she's just making me laugh this morning. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, then we're gonna take it and do an isometric squat. I'm gonna go just a little bit wider, and I'm just gonna start with 1 dumbbell, see how I feel. 2, 1, so I'm gonna push it back. I'm gonna curl and go down, curl and down. And your squat does not have to be super deep. Just make sure it's not knees forwards and we're not bending over. So just a little sit, 2, and 1. Stand tall, shake it out. We're gonna repeat that for 3 more rounds, starting with just a nice basic squat. 3, 2, good. So just squat it down, stand up nice and tall. If you choose to not do that isometric squat, just do your bicep curls. So the isometric is just gonna challenge those legs a little bit more today. That's kind of what we're going for. Good, bring it in. We're gonna go for our isometric. Again, I like to take my legs just a little bit wider. I'm still tucking my tail. Here we go, so squat down, hold it. Nice, good curl, check your body. Make sure I am really arching my back here. I wanna tuck it under just a little bit. You don't have to be perfectly up and down. Little hinge is okay. 2, 1, bring it in. Little shake out. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. 3, 2, 1, good. So just nice, good squat, and then stand. The isometrics are going to be challenging our core a little bit. Remember yesterday we did functional core. So instead of doing crunches, we're doing functional core, stabilizing our body while we lift. Good, bring it in. We're gonna go back for our isometric. Shoulders down, ribs tucked under, little squat, here we go, lift and lower. Now the deeper you go into your squat, the more challenging this is going to be. So you can be in a higher squat or drop it down lower. Good, 5, 4, I'm feeling it now, 3, 2, 1, good. We've got 1 more set, 1 more set. So legs a little bit wide, hip width apart, squat it down, here we go. Down and lift. So for me personally, the squats are always the hardest. So everything else for me usually isn't so bad, it's the squats that get me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're gonna go 1 more set, isometric squat. So again, a little bit wider, doesn't have to be super wide. Squat it down, curl and lift. And you can see my squat is not super deep. Just make sure that we're not perfectly upright, pushing the knees forwards. So sit down. You're picking something up right between your feet. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, walk around, grab a drink. Gonna move on. Circuit number 2. we're gonna go for lunges. You can alternate your lunges or 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. Second exercise, hold your lunge, side bend. Hold your lunge, side bend. Same thing, shallow or deep. 20 seconds of lunges in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna be kind of mean to myself. I'm just gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. But if your knees are like, nope, then alternate. You're still gonna have to do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left with the side bend if you choose to do the isometric. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Now, dumbbell is optional here. Dumbbell is optional here. Lunge position, back heel is lifted. 2, 1. So just a little side bend and a little come up tall. Side bend and tall. Challenge. Don't let your back hip push out to the side. Move from the side. You're bending at your upper spine. Ribs up. 2 and 1. Little shakeout. I am going to repeat on my right side. You are welcome to switch. 2 and 1. So you can do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. You can do right, left, right, left. You can alternate your lunges and then 2 right, 2 left, or right, left, right, left. As long as you're getting both sides evenly. 2 and 1. Good. All right, isometric hold. Again, the deeper the lunge, the harder this is. You are welcome to stay nice and tall like this. Side bend and then up. Side bend and up. Go a little deeper. Side bend and up. Down and up. A little deeper. Down, lift, down, lift. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Round number 3. I am switching sides here. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna step it back into my lunge. Stand tall. If you prefer, your lunge here, again, does not have to be super deep, but we want the front leg to do 90% of the work. So if you feel like you're stepping back and you're using that back leg to push you forwards, use your front leg to bring you up tall. Good. Going for our side bend. So even if you don't go into a lunge, I want you to hold that wide stance position right here. Side bend, lift, side bend, lift. Hips are staying tucked under, so instead of pushing out and in, we're bending here and tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more set. One more set. 3, 2, and 1. So we just lunge it down, push through, stand tall. Front knee over your shoelaces. We want to think about just trying to keep it over our foot. Kind of over the arch is what we're aiming for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Gonna go for our side bend. So same thing. Nice, good lunge position. Back heel lifted. Here we go. We just start with a little side bend. Start high. This is still gonna be a balance challenge. Then, can you drop it down just a little bit? Think about bending your back knee. Front knee bends, but not too much. Good, and then can you go a little bit lower? Good job, bring it in. Shake it out. Walk around, grab a quick drink of water. Next 2 rounds, next 2 circuits, should focus more on glutes and hamstrings. We're gonna go nice and wide. Toes forward or a little bit out. Sumo deadlift. Sumo deadlift. Second exercise is I want you to just kind of do an isometric, and we're gonna row. Or you can take your legs wide, keep your sumo, and do your rows. That's okay too. But we're gonna start with sumo deadlift. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So it's just a nice, good wide stance, tall spine. We're gonna hinge it forwards, and then we're gonna stand up tall. Hinge it forward, pet your cat, come back up. Hinge and lift. Here's 2, 1, good, bring it in. So option, this is kind of like a gorilla row, but we're gonna push it back and we're gonna hold it. Just don't let your weights go super far out, but we're gonna pull and then come up. If this is not comfortable for you, bring your feet in, do a traditional row. It's up to you. So you can even do, some people even do, it's called gorilla rows. You kind of pull, instead of coming way out to your side, good rest, you kind of pull towards your belly button. Well, we're gonna bring it back up. Round number 2, sumo deadlifts. So tuck your ribs under, hinge it back right here. Hinge forwards, stand up nice and tall. Hinge and lift. So you're still doing a little hip pushback. Knees are fairly straight, but they're a little bit soft. They do not have to be locked out. 2 and 1. Again, I'm gonna kind of demonstrate. This one's a little bit different. I'm gonna pull kind of towards my tummy and then go down. So time's on, so good squeeze and down. My hands are narrower, so they're not getting to my back pocket. I'm kind of bringing the end of the dumbbell towards my chest, and then my hands are coming to the lower part of my rib cage. I'm still squeezing my shoulders. Here's 2 and 1. Standing tall, little rest, little shakeout. Remember, some of you have been lifting with me for like 7 years, so modify as needed. Here we go. So hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall. Shoulders down and back, core brace. This is more functional core. Think about when you do your plank and you stabilize your spine, you're doing the same thing here. And now we're getting hamstrings and a little glutes. 2, 1, a little shakeout. Gonna go for our rows. If you want to do regular rows with a narrower stance, feel free. Here's 2 and 1, so hips back. And again, I'm really just bringing my hands right in, kind of to either side of my belly button, to that space between my ribs and my belly button, which will be a little different for you. I am very short-waisted. Some of you might be a little bit more long-waisted. 2 and 1, bring it up. But it's just kind of a guide that I'm bringing it right in between my hips and my ribs. Good, 3, 2, deadlift, last set. So wide deadlift, standing tall. So we are getting upper body today, but it's really a lot of lower body. So I think last week on Tuesday, it ended up being a lot of upper body. So I switched it for you today. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got one more set of rows. One more set of rows. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I've hinged it forward, neutral spine, and I'm still just squeezing my shoulder blades. My arms just aren't gonna get quite as far up and back, but I'm still pinching right between my shoulders, mid-back. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Little walk around, grab a drink of water. Next round, we are doing our angled lunges. You are welcome to do this one body weight only. You're gonna be in a nice, good lunge position. Back heel can be lifted. Some people like to turn it out. That's okay too today. You're gonna hinge forward, hold your hinge, front knee, press forward, press back, press forward, press back. So it's not a down and an up. This is knee and ankle mobility, but we're getting our buns. Second exercise, press forward, hold, tricep kickback. Okay, so 20 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's on. So it's just taking it forward and back. And you can absolutely start with your back foot closer. You should feel this in your buns, your glutes, because your weight is really in that front leg. It's just forward and back. You don't have to go deep. 2, 1, little shake out. Definitely feeling my glutes. Then we're gonna take it a little, do our hinge forward, little push forwards, arm up, kick it back, right here. If you prefer just to do a regular tricep kickback, go for it. But we're sinking into that leg. So we really are trying to get most of our weight into the glutes in that front leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little shake out. If you want to switch sides because your legs are screaming, go ahead. If you want to be mean, do the same side, round number 2. Here we go. So press forward, press back. My upper body stays in the hinge position. My front heel stays glued to the floor. I just think about pushing my knee towards my toes and then back. They don't have to go over. Little pushes are just fine. 2 and 1. Little shake out. Same thing, tricep kick back. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. So hold that dumbbell up, elbow pointing back behind you. Kick it back, bring it in. Kick it back, bring it in. So this one, my back knee is straight. I'm just squeezing my glute, holding my balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Switching over to the other side. If you did right, left, you're going back to the right. So nice, good lunge position. Good times on hinge forward. Press the front knee forward, straighten the front knee, but our upper body stays in that nice, good angle. So I want you to think there's a straight line from your head down to your heel, and it stays that way. Press forward, press back. How far you go is up to you. Good, rest. Bring it up. You can keep that movement really small and you're still okay. 3, 2, tricep kickback right here. So hinge. So you're trying to just hinge the tummy towards your thigh. Little press forward of the knee. You can see my knee is still behind my toes and I'm okay. Can I take it a little more forward? Yes. You don't have to. You can keep that knee over your toe or over your ankle. Good, shake it out. Got one more set. Good, 3, 2, hinge it forward. Knee goes forward, knee presses back. Knee goes forward, knee presses back. So a little ankle and knee mobility, little glute strengthening right here. And I do try to get my front knee as straight as I can. 2, 1, shake it out. We've got one more set of triceps. And then we're gonna go onto our back and it's a lot better. 3, 2, 1, arm up, kick it back, bring it in. If you need to, hand on something for support. Help your body stabilize. 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink of water. So we're gonna be a little bit nicer to our legs from here on out. We're gonna be on our back. We're gonna do dead bugs with leg lowers. And then we're gonna hold the legs up and we're gonna do a crunch. So we're gonna really give those legs a break. If you're standing, I want you to do mummy kicks. And then for your isometric hold in your crunch, I want you to just do a knee lift and I want you to try not to touch your toe down to the floor. So that's gonna be your isometric hold with your crunch, is I want you to do a knee lift, try not to touch the floor and stand tall. We're also gonna do bridges and then an isometric bridge with a chest fly. So have weights for chest flies available nearby, ready to go. But we're gonna start with our dead bug leg lowers and then we'll do a hold with a crunch. So we're gonna take it all the way down. So alternating heel drops, 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So we're just gonna heel drop, heel up, heel drop, heel up. So alternating, right then left. And I'm already feeling my core. I don't know if it's from yesterday or if it's because we've done a lot of functional core today, but I'm already feeling my core. It's kind of tired. Good. Rest. So you can take your feet down on the rest. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our legs up, dead bug and hold, and we're gonna crunch right here. So we're gonna crunch and then take it down. The challenge is do not move your legs. So we don't wanna do knees in, knees out. I want you to hold your legs. If you need to, please feel free to take your feet on the floor and just do a crunch here. 3, 2, 1. Short rest. That's what we're doing. So when you're ready, I'm going to bring my legs up. 2, 1. Heel drops. Now, if you are feeling okay and you want to do a double heel drop, you can. But make sure that we're not bringing the knees in and doing huge, huge, huge drops. I want you to stop with your knees right over your hips. That's your pause. Good. Rest. We're going to get ready to do our crunches with or without that isometric hold. 2 and 1. So again, option 1, feet on the floor, crunch up, crunch down, up and down. Option 2, legs up, crunch up and down. If you do not want to crunch at all, you are welcome to do a double isometric. Legs up, shoulders up, hold it. 2 and 1. Bring it down. We're halfway through. We've got 2 more rounds just like that. So pick what's going to work better for you today. Legs up right here. So heel drop. Alternating is just fine. I'm just taking heel down, heel lift, heel down, heel lift. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, little rest. And then decide how you want to do your crunch. Good. 3, 2, and 1. I like doing the isometric lower body with a lift and lower, or isometric lower body. Upper body is also an isometric hold. Just lift. No, it's not playtime, sweetie. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We have one more set. One more set. 3, 2, 1. Heel drops. So heel down and up. Heel down and up. If you're really starting to feel this, you can do heels down and march it instead. You're still going to get that core and hip work, still getting that stabilizing of your spine. 2, 1. Okay, we've got one more exercise in this set. We're going to do our crunch. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to crunch it up and take it down. Crunch it up, take it down. Nice, good inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Short rest, short rest. Grab weights. We're going to need weights for chest flies. Nope. All right, scoochie booty. Come on. Hey, out. Come on. Yeah, you're being mean. We'll see how long that lasts. All right, chest flies with bridges. So we're just going to start with the basic bridge. You are welcome to lift and hold, or you can lift and lower. 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good bridge, lift and lower. I'm going to lift and lower. And then I'm going to do a lift and hold when I do my chest flies. So lift and lower. Spine is nice and stable. We lift the hips, open the hip joint, and we lift our body all the way to our shoulders at the same time. So it's all one piece. Good. Rest. Grab weights, chest flies. Carefully lift those weights up. Let's lift those hips up. Nice, good hold. We're going to take the arms out to the side. and then back up. So out to the side and back up. So just a little soft bend in the elbow. The back of the hand should not touch the floor. We're going to keep those elbows a little soft. Good, rest, bring it down. Now if you want to make it extra hard, you can do an isometric hold with your dumbbells while you do your bridge. Good, time's on. So this is depending on how you're feeling. I'm going to hold my dumbbells up. I'm going to lift and lower. Nice good squeeze, nice good lower. This is also getting stability for your shoulders. Good, rest. And again, you are welcome to bring the dumbbells down. 2, 1, bridge, lift and hold. Arms out to the side, and then back up. You need to keep the hips down. You want to just focus on your chest fly, you absolutely can. And I'm sorry, I forgot to say, if you are standing, chest flies with a band, good rest, are your best option. So if you got to stay standing today, a banded chest fly, and then you can do hamstring curls or a glute kickback. Good, so we're gonna lift and lower. Nice, good bridge. Take it slow and steady. We've already been really mean to our legs today. So we've done a lot of leg work. So now I just want you to focus on a nice good squeeze, good technique. Good, rest. We're gonna take it up, hold our bridge, nice good chest flies. 3, 2, lift it up and hold. We're gonna open out and come back up. Open out and back up. So just go until you feel a nice stretch in your chest and shoulders. Back of the hand might, or not back of the hand, back of the arm might come in contact with the floor, as may the elbow. Good, rest. Got one more set, one more set. 3, 2, 1, good. So bridge, lift, and lower. So stabilize that spine. Lift your body all as one piece. So the hips come up and your body lifts all the way to your head, neck, and shoulders. Good, rest. One more set, bridge, chest press. 2 and 1, lift it up, hold it, palms facing in, open and close. So big hug or ballerina arms, big ballerina, little ballerina, or beach ball, big beach ball, little beach ball, but it's still a round beach ball. Good, rest, dumbbells in, carefully set them off to the side. You are welcome to bring it up to a seated position. You can grab a quick drink. Just make sure that we don't go from lying on our back to standing without a little pause in the middle. After that last set, holding onto those dumbbells, my hands are tingly. Means I was holding on a little tight. All right, we're gonna take our legs a little bit wide. Hands can be by your hips. We're gonna just go to one side, 90-90, and then go to the other. If you do have your hands by your hips, I want you to try to spread your fingers. I want you to spread your fingers as far apart as you can. If you can, I want you to try to do this without holding on, but we don't want to round and then sit tall and round and sit tall. I want you to try to sit tall the entire time. Your hips may not be here yet. That's okay. But I know some of you are fairly flexible, have some good mobility, so you might be able to do this. I'm getting there. I'm not great at it. Good, couple more. Let's bring it into the center. Take those legs out nice and straight. We want to think about taking the knees all the way down to the ground as close as you can get them. Rotate the pelvis forward and then walk your hands forward. And some of you might be here. Rotating the pelvis forward might be your stretch. but I know some of you are able to go a little farther. It's just if you're keeping your pelvis back here and then trying to touch your toes, it's not going to work as well. So we've got to rock that pelvis up and reach, and then we can start to kind of go for our toes. And I know some people are super, super tight back here, and just getting that pelvis to rotate forwards can be a little tricky. Good, bring it in, bottoms of the feet touching. We're just going to take it out, knees towards the floor. The cat is in playtime, so yeah. All right, let's go ahead and bring it in. We're going to take the legs out straight again. We're going to sit as tall as we can. We're going to take our right shoulder and we're going to reach it over to the left side, and you're welcome to take your left hand by your hips. We want to try to stay tall and turn versus leaning and reaching towards the floor. So just a little rotation, hold it right here. And you can add a little extra push, reach the arm forward. Bring it back into the center, hand by the hip, sit tall, arm up, and again, shoulder is going to reach towards the opposite corner or maybe even towards your opposite pinky toe. Little turn, and then option is to do a little scapular push, get the arm a little bit farther and reach it out. It's like you want something on the table and it's just that much farther away than you can reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it in. Flip it over, hands and knees. You're going to go for a child's pose or a variation of puppy. If you need to come to standing, this is a great time to do it. Reach the arms forward, sit your hips back towards your heels, stretching underneath your arms. Good. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. We're going to come back to hands and knees. Walk your hands to your knees, hips to your heels. I like to take my legs wider to a froggy. Right hand by the right knee, left hand lightly behind the ear. We're going to inhale, elbow to elbow. Exhale, open back behind you. If you are standing, we did this. This is a really good one to do. Standing, and just think about being against a wall. Our challenge is just to not let the hips rotate. So that's an option for you. You can even do that one sitting in a chair. Good. Let's take it open and hold it. Just hold it for now. In 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So left hand by left knee, push the floor away. Right hand lightly behind the ear. Elbow to elbow. Or you can think shoulder to shoulder if that works a little better for you. So instead of doing elbow to elbow, you can think shoulder to shoulder. Just a nice, steady torso opener. Let's do one more. Now we're going to open that shoulder back behind us, and we're just going to hold it in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Walk the knees in a little bit. We're going to come to a half kneeling position. So half kneeling position. We're going to tuck our tail, squeeze our glute. We're going to do a little forward, and we're going to hold it today. So just a little forward hold. Ribs are tucked under, and if you'd like, we're going to add a little pat on the back. But because we're squeezing our glute and tucking our ribs, we're not going to be pushing out our tummies. So kind of keep those tucked in a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to the other side. Same thing. Nice, good half kneeling position, standing or on the floor. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little push forwards. So we're just getting a nice deep stretch right in that hip flexor, so right in the crease of your hip. And as always, you have the option to add that pat on the back, and you can add a little extra push down here or up here. Depends how your shoulders are feeling today. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Front leg comes back. We're going to come up to a standing position. Feet hip width apart. We're going to do our hip circles. So we're just going to have straight knees, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. change direction. We do this in the warm-up on Friday mornings. It's 7. Good, bring it in. We're going to pivot on our heels, and now we're gonna duck foot. And again, we keep those knees straight. We're just doing hula hoop circles with our hips. Change direction. Good, and then bring it in, and now we're gonna pivot on our heels from our hips, and your toes do not have to touch, but I want you to pigeon toe. And the movement comes from the hips, so sometimes we try to do this from our knees or from our ankles, and it's from our hips. Good, change direction. This is the leg that likes to keep trying to work its way back out, so I have to keep an eye on that one. Good, bring it into the center. Take our feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. Big breath in, right hand grabs the left wrist, little side bend, and down. Again, big breath in, left hand grabs the right wrist, little side bend, and down. Shoulders down and back. Hold, ear to shoulder, side to side. Head is up, look to one side, look to the other. Back into the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and out. One more time. And you are all done.